Now the theorem 7. Angle sum property of a triangle. This is the theorem about angle sum property of a triangle. That statement you already studied, that sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Then what is given in this statement? A triangle is there. Then we need to prove their sum is 180 degree. In the statement it is given that there is a triangle and with three angles. So according to the statement we can draw the figure. This is the figure given. ABC is a triangle with three angles, angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. So what we need to prove here, sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180. That means angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal 180 degree. That we need to prove. Okay, for that we need an additional construction. This additional constructions of the theorem proof we want to remind. Okay, so here what we need an additional construction, that is PQ through the vertex A such that parallel to BC. PQ parallel to BC. That is the construction. PQ through the vertex A and parallel to BC. Okay. So we have two another angles, that is angle 4 and angle 5. Clear? Angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3 are interior angles of this triangle. Then when we draw a line PQ through the vertex A as parallel to BC, then we got another two angles that we can name as 4 and 5. Okay. Now we can start the proof. First we can consider this line PQ parallel BC and the transversal AB. PQ parallel BC and transversal AB. Then we can say that angle 4 equal angle 2. Angle 4 equal angle 2 because alternate interior angles are equal by the theorem. Similarly, when we consider PQ parallel BC and the transversal AC, then angle 5 equal angle 3. We can't take this one because this all together 1 plus 4 and 3 are which type of angles? Co-interior angles. But here sum is there. So we can take individuals. So 5 and 3 are equal because angle 5 and angle 3 are equal because alternate interior angles are equal by the theorem when these two lines are parallel. So here when we consider PQ parallel BC and transversal AB, then angle 4 equal angle 2. Same way when we consider PQ parallel BC and transversal AC, then angle 5 and angle 3 are equal. These are the two equations, first and second. Okay, then here we know that 4 plus 1 plus 5. This sum will be 180 degree. What is the reason? Linear pair axiom or a straight line, angle on a straight line. Any reason we can write. So here I wrote angle 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 5 equal 180 degree by the linear pair axiom. So from equation 1, 2 and 3 what we get? Angle 4 and angle 2 are equal. So we can rewrite 4 as 2. Then angle 3 and angle 5 are equal. So we can write 5 as 3. So we get the third equation as angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 3 equal 180 degree. Angle 2 and angle 4 are equal because of alternate interior angles. So we can rewrite equation 3 as angle 4 we can change as angle 2. Similarly angle 5 we can change as angle 3. So that equation changes to angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 3 equal 180 degree. So we can just arrange them and write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 180 degree. That we need to prove in the question. So hence proved sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Clear? This is an important theorem proof we want to do and practice well. Now exercise 6.3 first question. In the figure, angle x equals 62 degree, angle xyz 54 degree. If YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle XYZ and angle XZY respectively of triangle XYZ, then we need to find OZY and angle YOZ, angle OZY and angle YOZ. Okay, so here it is given that there is a triangle XYZ and this measure is given as 62 degree. This XYZ is given as 54 degree, this total angle, that means Y is 54 degree. Then we know that YO is the bisector of this angle and ZO is the bisector of this. So whenever we get angle Z, the total angle XZY, then what will be the small angle? It's half. This half also half of XZY. Same way here it is given as XYZ as 54. Then this half and this half, OYZ and XYO, will be same as half of 54. Okay. So we need to find this angle OZY. OZY, this and this we need to find. This vertex angle YOZ and this angle OZY. These two we need to find. Okay. So for that, first we can consider the angle sum property of a triangle. So 62 plus 54 plus this whole angle Z will be equal 180 degree. So from there we can start. X plus Y plus Z equal 180 degree by the angle sum property. Okay, in triangle XYZ, by the angle sum property of a triangle, we know x plus y plus z equal 180 degree. Then we can substitute the values of x and y as 62 plus 54 plus x and y equal 180. Then what is x and y? 180 minus 62 minus 54. That is equal 64 degree. So we got the value of x z y is 64. So this is the half of x z y. This is also the half. This is half of xyz. This is also the half. Then next we need to find this value. Okay. For finding this value, we can divide the whole value by 2 because half of angle z is this measure. So now angle OYZ equal what? Half of angle XYZ, that is equal half into 54 equal 27 degree. Then same way OZY is half of XZY, that is half of 64 equal 32 degree. Okay, so here we got OYZ 27, OZY 32. Here OZY we need to find. In the question it is given. Then we need to find what? ZOY. Okay, or YOZ. ZOY and YOZ are same. For that, we want to consider the small triangle OYZ. So this value we got as 27. This value we got as 32. So we can use the angle sum property again. So this plus 27 plus what it is? 32 equal 180 degree. So here angle OYZ plus OZY plus angle YOZ equal 180. Substitute the given values. OYZ 27, OZY 32. Then YOZ equal 180 minus 27 minus 32. That is equal 121. So here we got the values of angle OZY equal 32 degree and angle YOZ equal 121 degree. 121 degree.